Just so as we get started, everybody, thank you all for being here. We're going to kick this thing off. I hope you guys enjoyed the little bit of music we had. Thank you, Frumi. Let's clap for her. Thank you, Frumi. Thank you very much. Let's clap, clap, clap. Thank you, thank you. Good job, Frumi. I appreciate you. All right. So this year in H7, our vision is simple and powerful at the same time. Fuel your champions. When we say fuel your champions, we're talking about a deliberate shift in how we think about networking and how we show up for the people who show up for us. Champions are the members who know you, trust you, actively look for ways to open up doors for you. They're ones who make sure that you never have to do business alone. This year, our focus is to fuel these relationships, to give them energy, to give them attention and structure so they grow deeper and more productive than ever before. We're going to do that in three ways. By taking better care of our champions, by supporting them better, by equipping every member to fuel equip every member to fuel their own champion. How are we going to take care of our champions? We're going to show up consistently. We're going to follow through. We're going to honor their trust. How are we going to support them better? With clearer communication, better tools, and intentional collaboration. How are we going to equip the members? We're going to equip every member to fuel their own champions so you know exactly how to identify them, how to nurture them, and how to grow together. We've made many updates to our sites on h7network.com and Town Square. New brands and programming designed to help members connect better with other members and to strengthen the results of everyone in the community overall. You may find something you want to try this year. Today is about lining that vision, seeing where H7 is headed, and showing you the programs and tools that will help you to fuel your champions all year long. Let's go ahead and cut the slides. Donna, you are up. Thank you, Donna, and for kicking things off with us.
Absolutely. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our rally. Excited to see so many of you guys. I am Donna Schomer. I am the Alpha Team Director with H7. I oversee all the leadership and teams inside of H7. I'm also the Area Director for Central Ohio in person, and I'm part of the Alpha Team for the Carolina Hub. Fridays at Eastern, come see us. But as the Alpha Team Director, I work closely with Clay, and we have revamped and updated our Alpha Team Guide, which is now housed in our app, Town Square. This new guide holds all the information Alpha Team lead and their team need to start, run, and grow a successful meeting. So I am here also to help support visitors, members, leaders with any membership questions or needs. The best way to reach me is through our home office staff support form or find me in Town Square. So glad to see all of you guys here. I'll put my information in the chat so you guys can take it for anything that you guys need.
Awesome, awesome. Before SJ goes, thank you everybody for being here. Thank you so much for being here. This is going to be ran a little bit uniquely, delivering information. We're going to have other speakers that will be talking and such. So just kind of wanted to set a little bit of expectations and housekeeping very quickly. So in the chat box, you'll see people prompting you to communicate or to type your information into the chat box. We're not going to have everybody sign in today, so it's important that you do sign in to the chat box directly. If you have any questions or need anything, Lori is here to help, Angel, Donna, Dale, and many other leaders in this community. So just ask the question and everybody be paying attention to the chat box as we move through this. All right, SJ's up next. He's our data manager. You're up.
Greetings, I'm SJ. I've been in this community for over 10 years. I have worn many hats: member, alpha lead, director, and since the spring of 2020, like Donna, I've been on the home office staff. My present duties, I'm the equivalent of a CIO, CTO, Chief Information, Chief Technology. I also am the MC for our must attend fuel orientation, and I lead two of our B2B groups, the Virtual Social and the Lifelong Learning Society. Three things high level to share before we move on to the next speaker. We are forming a technology council. It's going to be launched soon for the first time in our 18-year history. I will be heading it, but I will be looking forward to working with a lot of really cool people. Secondly, we have a number of projects on the drawing board, and I will point to just one today due to time. We are in the earlier stages of a migration to a brand new CRM, which will be the first time we've done this kind of transition since the latter part of 2021. And then lastly, similar to Donna, if you have any data related questions, technology, suggestions, proposals, ideas, please come to me directly and use the staff support form. I will put all this in the chat. Thank you so much.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Both Donna and SJ have been an integral part in us being able to be in this moment right here. They have worked very hard behind the scenes to make all this stuff happen along with me in collaboration. And so I want to personally thank them for all their hard work. All right, so next up is we're going to have some members that will communicate about H7 here. So that's Eric. Don Kloss, are you here?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Awesome, awesome. Evan Messman, are you here?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Awesome. Lori's here. Jackie. Is Lindsay Blackburn here? Anybody see her? That's okay. All right, moving on. All right, so Eric Smoot, you're up first. Before Eric goes, I just want everybody to know Eric is actually on our council. He's on the board. He actually helps steer me every month and help us with strategy and everything else behind the scenes. So Eric, you're up. Oh, I can't hear you.
Some of you know, I was a Cincinnati police officer. That's why I don't know anything about technology for 31 years. I retired over, almost 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. So I've been around for a while, but I knew nothing about networking. So this was all very foundational for me. So by applying what I learned and using the best practices in my networking, I started to see predictable growth and a growing referral base. So it always helped me stay focused on the daily actions or activities instead of chasing immediate results. So I learned how to have real conversations, a little bit of educating people and understanding what it truly means to connect. So when I'm clear about what connection means, I can be more intentional and better align everything so it's working together. My goals, my networking, and other income producing activities. So that's what H7 is really foundational for me, and I use it with other networking groups and wherever I go. I say all that to say.
Awesome. Eric is also in Cincinnati. Thank you, Eric. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Don Kloss from Denver, director of H7. Go ahead, Don.
From Denver, yes. I thank you. I've been here now almost, I think I'm in my 4th year. Like you said, I'm a market area director, and I'm also on a bunch of alpha teams. When I joined, it was right after the pandemic or during the pandemic, and it made a lot of sense. I went from just doing business here in Colorado to being national. So it was a great help. The reason why H7 really works for me is I don't do any really cold outreach. I like to get brought in through coaches, consultants, and fractionals. And I've said this before, Clay collects those like baseball cards. We've got them all over the place. There's over 600 coaches, consultants, and fractionals here. So it's a very good proving ground for me. So again, it's a lot of people I can reach out and contact. And the other thing I've noticed compared to other networking groups, I do go to others and I do check them out, is the community. I've never seen a community that rallies around each other so much than this one. It's a wonderful community and is the reason why I am a market area director for Clay. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, Don. Thank you. Awesome. All right. Next, Evan Messman.
I came to H7 during the pandemic. I'd started my business during the pandemic. I had done networking for corporate America, very different. So when I came into being a solopreneur, I wasn't sure what to do. Plus, it had changed because there was everything was virtual. And I went to actually 28 different kind of networking companies. And the one that impressed me the most was a single meeting that I went to, and I couldn't get in unless I was invited. And it was called Shared Connections. A lot of people started there who came here. But when I went there, it was all about relationships, but it was once a week. And then somebody introduced me to H7, and it was like Shared Connections on steroids. It was all about relationships. There was no pitch slapping going on. And what ended up happening is that 40% of my business came from H7, and my everything improved. But more importantly, in the community as a solopreneur, I needed resources. Marketing, I mean, I can't tell you how many people here have helped me get where I wanted to go. Strategically, working with people like Jackie Grenay or Lori Cartman and Clay, and making a lot of friends too along the way. I mean, where can you ask for a better network? And it's so much better than what's out there. That's why I'm here, and that's why I've stayed.
Awesome. Thank you, Evan. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We love having Evan. Evan is also an Alpha Team leader. He runs our Optimized Health group. And so make sure you check that out. Okay. Next, Lori Cartman. What does H7 mean to you, Lori?
I love H7. I had heard about it. I'm in my third year, and I'd heard about it because it had been mentioned here and there, and I really wasn't sure what it was. So I looked at the website, and I got on a call with Clay, and I was really impressed at what I had to hear from Clay, because it sounded to me like this was something that was very authentic. Now, I built my business over the past 30 years strictly through networking, and H7, I can trace 50% of my business back to an H7 member. So the genesis of 50% of my business comes from H7. But the one thing that I really wanted to pick up on, and it is something that Dawn already mentioned, is that H7 really is a community. And I know that because some of you may know I was hospitalized last month, and I was in and out of the hospital for a couple of weeks. And I was amazed at how many people reached out to me, and not necessarily people that know me well, but people that know me and that heard that I was sick and reached out to send their get well wishes. So H7 for me, I'm a market area director. I manage 5 groups. I'm also a co-chair with my lovely Jackie. We are co-chairs of the summit this year, and we hope to see you all there.
Awesome. Thank you, Lori. Thank you. Lori comes to us from Montreal. She is our lone, all right, awesome. Next up, Jackie G. Jackie G.
So I'm Jackie Grenay. As JoJo says, it rhymes with hooray. Took that from Stacy Cloney, because people were mispronouncing my last name. I have been with H7, I think about 2.5, a little over 2, maybe 2.25 years. And it was interesting because I was doing a LinkedIn campaign and looking at meeting coaches and consultants. And guess who I ended up meeting with as one of those people? Clay Hicks, and ended up coming to H7. Now, I had been in a consulting group for 2 years. And as many of you know, I have something called an HR MRI that I give away. And in that 2 years I'd been with this other H7, non-H7 group, no one had given away one of these fabulous assessments. And I can tell you now and I sell only through affiliates, and I had 54 affiliates, and now I have 270 affiliates. Not selling to the room, because that's not what we do, but selling through the room. The quality of the people is so fantastic. The databases of everybody here are so fabulous that it's great. And guess what? I was paying $290 a month to be in that networking group that wasn't helping me. So, wow. I thought I had hit the jackpot. I am a Alpha Team lead for executive coaches, consultants, and fractionals. Come see us every other Tuesday at noon.
Awesome. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Jackie. All right, the big vision for H7 2026 and beyond. Okay, Fuel Your Champions is a deliberate shift in how we think about networking and how we show up for the people who show up for us. Champions are the members who know you, trust you, and actively look for ways to open doors for you. They are the ones who make sure you have to never do business alone. Our focus this year is to fuel those relationships and to give them energy, attention, structure, so they grow deeper and more productive than ever before. The rally cry for 2026 is what I'm about to share with you. 2025 was a year full of great opportunities. It was a rough year for many of us personally, and it was a rough year for H7 overall. And as you guys know, it's a post-election year. There's a little bit of a drop off there, and things happen. But we're still in business. Okay? The economy shifted, the emotions were high, and it felt like ground moving beneath our feet. That's how it felt for me. But today, I don't want to dwell on that chaos. Today, I want to dwell on the great opportunity in front of us. Today, I want to share the great opportunity right now. Because 2025 is one of the most powerful demonstrations I've ever seen of what this community is truly made of. It really started back in April of 2025. I began to sense something in the economy had shifted. It wasn't fear. I wasn't afraid, but I was extremely aware. Some of you may know I'm an empath and things like that. I knew we were walking into a season where things were going to get harder, not easier. By the time we hit May 1st, that awareness became real. Members started reaching out to me, specifically about our user experience. At first, it was one member. She came to me and said, Clay, the course and instruction experience inside its town square is broken. And it's not just a small thing. It's not a small thing. It's affecting how the members learn, grow, and engage. Now, had she just stopped there, it would have been considered a neglect. But she didn't. She brought solutions. Together, we rolled up our sleeves and fixed it. Then another member shows up. Clay, your user experience between your websites is broken. The roadmap, the member journey, it's confusing. Let me help you fix it. And then another member. And another. It was like the Lord was moving in my life and I could not control anything. Absolutely could not control anything. I was completely out of control. Before I knew it, 8 members had jumped in completely voluntarily, offering not just feedback, but their time, their talent, and their hands. They weren't just pointing out problems. They were saying, we're in this with you. Let's make it better together. Those 90 days from May 1st to August 1st, well, they were some of the hardest days of my career as an entrepreneur, second only to the pandemic, technically. We were in the trenches, fixing broken pieces of the user experience, cleaning up town square, clarifying the member journey, strengthening the foundation in which H7 serves its community. But here's the difference between 2025 and the other hard season I faced. I was not alone, just like during the pandemic. I had this massive wave of support from our own members, people stepping out of the woodwork to solve problems, to collaborate, to lift this entire community up. I could not do that alone. And just when I thought we were catching our breath, I lost a couple of staff members. That could have been a breaking point, to be honest. It was pretty challenging. We had negative rumblings running around the community, people talking, is the sky falling? Instead, even more members showed up and stepped up. They showed up for H7. They showed up for you. They put their hands in and said, how and where can I help? And then we got to work. You cannot buy that. You cannot purchase that. You cannot manufacture or demand anything like that. That is the power of true champions. That is the power of a community built on trust, on service, and never doing business alone. So I stand here today at the start of the new year. I am deeply blessed man. Because behind every program we've improved, every course we've fixed, every journey we've clarified, there are real people, real members, real champions who chose to lean in instead of check out. You saw a glimpse of that when you came in here today. See all these people in here. The video that Dr. Fremy made, the song you heard at the beginning, that came from a member. That putting in and contributing to make this thing better. So Dr. Fremy reached out to me and said, hey, this would be a cool idea, and she put it in my inbox. I was like, yes, no agenda, just contribution. And that's what this community is. That's what H7 is at its best. And I want you to have what I have. I want to share this feeling with you. I want you to have champions who run towards you when things get hard. I want you to be surrounded by people who don't just say they believe in you, but prove it in their actions. I want you to be able to do what I've been able to do and still do and go through, face incredibly hard seasons full of great opportunities and still move forward because you're not doing business alone. Who's with me on that? Raise your hand if you are with me on that. You don't want to do business alone. Reminds me of my favorite quote by Rocky. Rocky's my favorite quote. It ain't about how hard you hit in life. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much can you take and keep moving forward? That's how winning is done. And that's what 2026 is about. Fuel our champions. We're going to take better care of the champions in this community. We're going to support them better with clearer communication, better tools, and more intentional collaboration. And we're going to equip every single member in H7 to fuel their own champions, to identify them, to nurture them, to grow with them. Because when things get tough, and they will, you don't rise on marketing alone or a clever tagline or a single connection. You rise on the strength of your champions. The people who know you, the people who trust you, who are willing to put their name next to yours. So here's my ask. Don't sit on the sidelines of this story. Don't admire the community. Participate in it. Contribute to it. Be the member who speaks up when something is broken and brings a solution, an idea. Be the member who raises a hand when someone else is struggling. Be the champion you wish you had. Because if we will, we'll do that. If we will fuel our champions and let them fuel us, then no election cycle, no economic shift, no hard season will be able to stop what this community can become. This is our year. This is our rally cry. We will not do business alone. We will fuel our champions, and together we will light up the world. How's that? The strategic pillars to success that we're going to use. Number 1 is partners. Number 2 is service. Number 3 is horsepower. Good old horsepower. Let's do it. In 2026, everything we do in H7 is about helping to fuel those champions, those trusted relationships, to open doors, share opportunities, and ensure you don't do business alone. To achieve that business, we're building on these 3 pillars. Each pillar is backed by specific programs and experiences designed to make it easier for you to build, support, and multiply your champions. Build the ecosystem around your champions. Partners is about the relationships and communities we intentionally bring around you so that your champions and you are never operating in isolation. This pillar is focused on who you're connected to and where those connections are nurtured. Through this pillar, we'll create a powerful environments for partnership and collaboration at the summit, the CSA Summit in April. Join us there. Next is H7X. That's a program that we're bringing back this year. VOB Network and Rooted in Faith. Those four, help with partnering. Let's talk about the Connect, Serve, and Ask 2026 Summit and H7X. They bring together our most engaged members, influencers, and connectors, creating a power grid of trusted professionals who become champions for each other.
Maybe your networking is already good. You get some introductions, you know the basics, but good isn't why you're here. You're here for great strategy, great collaborations, great results. H7X is the advanced H7 experience that takes you beyond activity into true impact. It's for the members who are ready to lead, innovate, and build what's next inside H7. If that's you, don't stay on the sidelines. Step into H7X.
So Brian Haney, you here? You're right. You're here, right?
Yes, I am.
You're up, sir. You got 60 seconds. Tell us a little bit about
Yep.
H7X.
H7X is a small group. There's 8 to 10 people in. It meets 2 times per month. Everyone in the group gets to know each other so well that you become partners for each other. A group meeting is just, who you're looking to meet, what you do, and then people that know someone they can refer, you give them the referrals. If not, they jump on LinkedIn and find the referral that you're looking for. So everyone's really leaving with 2 to 4 referrals per month. And as time goes on, you just get to know people enough to where, hey, I'm working with this client, and then, hey, you know what? A good referral for this client after I, work with them is Tom. And so then, because I know what Tom's doing so well, it's easy to do referrals. So, so just reach out and would like to see more people join an H7X group and start getting more referrals.
Awesome. How many groups are you operating right now, Brian? 3? Is that
3.
right? 3. And then Jackie and John, you guys have 1. Is that correct? That's 1 as well. So that's 4. So we've had 4 groups that have been in beta, or 3 groups that were in beta test. Brian's launching another one right now. At the end, you'll be able to submit a form just saying you're interested in it. But that's what's going on in H7X. That is an old program we're bringing back. And in H7X, before, we were quite large. And for those of you who were with us before the pandemic hit, you would know that in Cincinnati, Dayton, and Columbus, and Indianapolis, we were actually larger than BNI. And so the group was very successful before that pandemic hit. Anyway, in there, you pick your own 7 to 10 people, and you can learn more about that later, okay? Moving on to the next.
Veterans are wired to solve problems. So when business gets hard, your instinct is, I'll figure it out. But isolation slows you down. VOB Network, powered by H7, connects you with veterans who've already walked the B2B and B2C path. Coaches, consultants, service providers, small business owners. You get real talk, real introductions, and real accountability from people who've been there. You figured out basic training with a platoon. Figure out business with VOB Network. Your next level is not a solo mission.
All right, Kevin, you up? Sorry, Kevin Jackson.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, my name's Kevin Jackson. I'm the co-founder with Frank Yeager of Veteran Bone Business Network. Basically, we're a business incubator for veterans. We step in and help with the tedious part. Most of the veterans I've known throughout my life are good at their job, good at work ethic, good at doing whatever they're good at, and it tends to not be the paperwork. We tend to help out with that side. We figure out what you qualify for, get all the things you actually earn. And it all started with, basically knowing there's lots of different organizations and programs out there for you, but they're hard to find, hard to get a hold of. We put you in front of the right people. We get you situated and reestablished and make a team effort out of it. You're not doing this alone. With H7, we're partnering up to bring that to veterans as well at a discount that Clay will explain. But what I like about H7 is it's virtual. We're across the country. I'm in Hawaii, Frank's in Pennsylvania. But we have members in New Jersey, California, Texas, New Mexico. We're all over the place. This way with H7, we can reach a much broader audience. And I really appreciate that, Clay. Clay and I met just a little over a year ago. I didn't know he was the founder of H7. I met him on Alignable. He just seemed like a nice guy, invited me to an H7 meeting. I liked it, joined, met one of our board members there, met a couple other people that introduced me to a couple other board members we have. The people that are stepping up and helping with our organization and helping vets support vets are amazing. And most of them are vets. Not all. I'm personally not a vet. Frank is. He's a Desert Storm Army vet. My dad was a Marine. My grandfather was a Marine. Just trying to give back. But partnering up with H7 has really been helpful. Really appreciate it, Clay.
Awesome. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, let's clap for that one. Let's clap for that one. That's awesome. All right, next up, I'll have you get ready, Dale. Just 1 second. I need to say something real quick, which is the marketplace is next. The marketplace amplifies your visibility and makes it easier for champions to find you, recommend you, and refer you.
You've done it. Clicked buy now on a random course from a total stranger. No relationship, no support, no idea if it actually works. Inside H7, there's a better way. The H7 Marketplace lets you buy from people you already know, like, and trust. Your fellow members, affiliates, and course creators. Every dollar stays in the community. Every purchase deepens a relationship. Skip the gamble. Right after Rally, dive into the H7 Marketplace and start doing business with your people.
Dr. Frumi, you're up.
I'm up. I'm excited to share that the Bar Business School's AI literacy course is one of the first products in the H7 marketplace. AI doesn't need to be scary or technical. It just needs to be understood. This isn't a heavy technical course. It's a self-paced experience delivered in small sound bites so busy leaders can actually fit it into their busy days and apply it. Through the Bar Business School, members get access to trusted, practical AI education without overwhelm. What makes it powerful in the H7 marketplace is that we are including a workshop designed just for this community. In 1 hour, we turn learning into action. We don't just talk about AI, we create something meaningful together. One example is a celebration song for someone in an H7 meeting. It sounds simple, but it shows what AI really is, a tool that amplifies creativity, connection, and leadership, not replaces it. Personally, this course matters to me because I help leaders move from hesitation to confidence with AI. I believe AI literacy will strengthen the H7 community by giving people clarity, capability, and the confidence to lead responsibly in an AI-powered world. And as you can see, my cat has to participate. She's an H7 fanatic.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Frumi. Thank you very much. All right. Let's move on to pillar 2, please. Service. The idea is to deepen the trust through the connect, serve, and ask method. Service is the heart of how champions are built. This pillar is about how we show up for each other before we ask for anything in return, before we ever ask, excuse me. When we intentionally serve, we earn trust. When we trust, we earn champions. Through this pillar, we embed the connect, serve, and ask framework inside and into more and more in the 2026 year. We're doing that through our connect, serve, and ask experiences and develop your champions workshop. So, Connect, Serve, and Ask experiences will give you structured, repeatable ways to build real champions, not just collect contacts. Accelerate your sales, leadership, and champion building skills monthly from our leadership and sales cohorts, as well as the Develop Your Champions workshop. Already giving away information to the community to help them grow their business. We've been doing it and beta testing it for 6 months. And so some of you guys will recognize Kevin Saboski as after we listen to this video first, and then Kevin will share about the cohorts and the experience.
Anyone, everyone, small business owners. Sound familiar? Vague gets you forgotten. In CSA experiences, you will sharpen your message until it sticks. You'll practice describing who you serve, how you help, and what a great introduction looks like, using real examples, live feedback, and role play. When you leave, your champions will finally know exactly who to send your way.
Kevin Saboski, fastest route. One of the things Clay and I have been talking about lately is that referral, the game that we're in, getting referrals, is really a leadership phenomenon. You're asking someone to move on your behalf, and that has to be earned. And this is one of the things that I've always loved about Clay's model, CSA. In my gig, so I work with entrepreneurs and my focus is leadership. I come from a very human-centered place. I study biology, neurology, philosophy, linguistics, understanding human nature, how these things actually work. And so leadership is my gig. And CSA is a model to help you do the things that really produce a fundamentally strong human relationship. And that's really what you need for referrals. You need people to really dig in. And so Connect to me is about, all the things that I do are driving those champion relationships. So to connect is being authentic, showing your real self, and understanding the other person, digging in, really connecting. And then serve, show that you have an empathy, show that you can care, because they're going to send someone that they care about. They want to know you can take care of them, and they also want to know you're skillful. And then after you've done that, after you've done that connect, you've done that serve, then you can ask, not just the transactional kind of things, but you have to develop those relationships. And so I think it's a great model. I'd love to see it pushed more in terms of like really helping people getting out of this transactional state of referral and build those kinds of relationships that are championships.
Awesome. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. Now, some of you guys have seen some of our advertisement and marketing these. So like Kevin Saboski led the first ever Connect, Serve, and he did the Connect, Serve, and Ask leadership, which was really cool. He did that in December. And then like Don and John did one on sales in January, which was called the Foundation of Performance. Those are a part of the Connect, Serve, and Ask experiences, as well as the summit in April, as well as what I'm about to show you here in just a second.
Look at your list. How many contacts do you have? And how many actually open doors for you? If you're drowning in connections, but starving for real introductions, you don't have a contact problem. You have a champion problem. Develop Your Champions is the workshop that fixes that. You'll learn exactly who to focus on, how to meet with them, and how to fuel them so they think of you first.
Next up, we got Mark Carter about to explain our masterminds. So our masterminds is something I've been working with Mark on for well over a year. And with the help of Frank, Frank is on here as well. He's our new CTO. And so Frank is on here, and he's also been participating and helping. So thank you for that, Frank. Mark, can you please tell us about the new mastermind starting up?
Absolutely. I just want to reinforce what everyone's been saying to this point. It's all about relationships and not transactions. When most people go to networking events and networking meetings, they go in armed with a 30-second elevator pitch, an ideal client profile, and then an ask for introductions to their ideal clients. That does not always work out so well and lead to transactions and empty promises. When you build relationships, you can start developing referral partners. We're going to be launching a 90-day referral marketing accelerator program that's not about asking for new clients. It's about finding people who can help you. What would you rather do? hunt down 3 different people individually to sign 3 different contracts to get 3 clients, or go to a trusted referral partner and have one person send you 3 clients. And here's the important part. You send them clients. That is a much easier ask and a more reasonable ask. Hey, I work with web designers, work with coaches. What do? I work with coaches. You need to meet my friend who's a web designer, and you two can help each other out. And throughout the 90-day accelerator, you're going to have advice, support, and accountability from people in your mastermind cohort to develop relationships, not transactions, and everything should be coming out within the next month or so. And again, I just want to say it again, referral relationship partners, not transactions, and blindly asking for new clients and hoping for introductions.
Thank you, Mark. All right, so Mark will be heading up our masterminds. We'll be putting stuff in the chat box for that in a little bit. Next up is Dale Young. Please describe Rooted in Faith to everybody, please.
Hey everyone, Dale Young from Fort Worth, Texas. And yes, Rooted in Faith, I like to call it the Christian corner of H7. We just take a little area, a little space, and we just hold a little mastermind kind of thing for Christians. We spend about half the time going through the Connect, Serve, Ask routines, and about half the time we will pull out a Bible verse that's been submitted by the people that have attended the Rooted in Faith before, and we'll discuss it. And we always have 3 questions. First one is, how does this Bible verse relate to the work you do? And second one is, what's inspiring about this Bible verse? And the third one is, what can you do with it? How can you go and apply this? And so that's really what the whole Rooted in Faith is about. And we'd love to have you come visit.
All right, thank you. Thank you. We're going to move on there to pillar 3. Thank you, guys. All right, moving on. Pillar 3 is horsepower. Giving you the capacity, tools, and momentum to act. Horsepower is about execution. It's not enough to have great partners and champions to serve. You need systems, you need structure, you need momentum that help you act on your intentions and scale your impact. Through this pillar, we'll turn ideas and relationships into action through masterminds, H7X, the marketplace, the summit, and Connect, Serve, and Ask experiences. Horsepower means you're not left to figure it out on your own. Okay, you have the right programming, tools, and collective energy to move fast, go further, and produce measurable results with your champions. To bring it all together, in 2026, partner, service, and horsepower work together to support one clear outcome: to help every H7 member fuel their champions. By surrounding you with the right people, equipping you with the right way to serve, and empowering you with the right capacity to act. This is how we turn our vision into reality and make never do business alone more than a slogan. It becomes your lived experience. All right. We're going to go ahead and close this off at this point. All right. So at this point, guys, now what I'm going to do is we're going to open up for any questions that you may have as we move through this next segment. So I'm going to put information into the chat box about each, and you're welcome, if you have questions, to ask them. Okay. Now it is kind of a speed round, so you can't have every question answered or whatever, but we will move through this as fast as possible. The first one is this. So this is the new page that is now live. There's a new collection on Town Square that is open to the public. You're welcome to click on that link if you are signed into Town Square, and you should be able at that point to check it out and learn more. Next up is our CSA experiences. Right here, it is April 16th. In April 16th and 17th in Nashville. And then you can learn a little bit more about the cohorts as well inside of this link that I just put in the chat box. These pages are live. You are able to see them. You're welcome to check them out. And of course, ask any questions. I'm going to keep moving. If you want to ask questions, please use the react button at the bottom of your Zoom room there, and then click raise hand. Okay. I'm going to keep moving though. H7X is next. It's an invitation only group. Invitation only high performance tracking inside of H7, designed for members who are ready to play a bigger game with their business networking. Instead of casual connections, H7X focuses on the strategic collaboration, predictable introductions, etc. So if you have any questions about that, these links are live. You are also able to click on that form link, which is number 2 in the H7X, and learn more about it. Just fill out the form and we'll get back to you very quickly. Let you know all about it. So you're welcome to fill out that form. You will not receive an email in return. It'll just go blank and then you'll be done. We'll reach back out to you if you'd like more information about it. Next is the VOB network that we've already discussed as well. And so this is information on that. You are also able to fill out that form. You can look at the link on the website, the page on the website, and there's a form in the chat box there if you're interested in the VOB or participating in the VOB network. That group is an upgrade. If you're a current H7 member, it does cost $99 more. If you're not, there is a different cost for the veterans to jump in and to join that community.
Hey, Clay.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, sorry to interrupt you, but just so you know, if you click on the VOB, it takes you to Masterminds. Someone might want to look at the link.
Yeah, no problem. I got you. Hold on just a second.
I just figured while it was on top of mine, I'd let you know to check it out.
No, it's good. It's wise.
Donna's all over it. Don't worry.
It took me to VOB, but I will say there's so many links coming. I inadvertently clicked on the wrong one. So you may want to check Steve to make sure that you didn't misclick because another one came on top of where I was clicking.
I'll click closer to the top of it, but no, I keep getting my boy, Mr. Carter. I love him.
The link took me right to it. Interesting.
I went to VOB too.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
Worked
mine
for me.
too.
Figures the
Worked for me.
computer guy has got no clue.
The AI, the tech guy. Got you.
Well, there's
Maybe
two
try
VOBs. You know what it is? There's two VOBs. That's what it is. One says below it Masterminds. The other one says VOB Network, but they say VOB in the big blue box. That's why.
Got you.
I'm
All right.
clicking the wrong one in the middle, so they mislabeled the two big boxes. That's what it is.
All right, next is the masterminds. There's a page you can look at, and you can fill out a form if you're interested. Mark Carter will be reaching out to you about that to help you get started. By the way, Laura, we did receive your contact that you sent in, so you can just fill out that form as well as you'd like, if you'd like, and then we'll be in touch. Awesome. All right, next is the marketplace. Now, for those of you who may be on here that are not a paid member of H7 just yet, there might be a few in here. You will not be able to access the, oh yeah, you can. I made it all, it's all public, excuse me. All right, marketplace, where you turn your trusted relationships into real business. Make sure you check out that page. And if you're interested in being in the marketplace, there is a small charge for a setup fee for us to put you in, just so you're aware, All right. Here's information on how to develop your champions in the actual workshop. You can learn more about that. By the way, we do have lots of people that are starting to come to that event each month. And so make sure if you have not been, please do come. It is on how to use H7. That's what it is. And it does put it all together. So you can fill out you can actually physically register for the next one, February 12th, in that listing there. Rooted in Faith is next. Again, very similar. You can fill out the form. You can see the page online and all that good stuff there. You can actually register for next week's actual Rooted in Faith meeting. This one is exciting. Nobody has seen that, but this one, except for me and two other people, we have a brand new swag shop. And so the swag shop is up online. It's very exciting. It's taken us a long time to get this thing reconfigured, but it is now there. So when you click on that, there's basically quarter zips for male and female, and then t-shirts for male and female. We have a new line of t-shirts coming out. So instead of this saying strengthen, it'll say connect. And then we got another one that says serve. We got another one that says ask, and it has the fire logo on the back. I cannot wait to show everybody in the meetings. I will be wearing them all the time. Very exciting about that. All right, next. All right, so we're going to just see if anybody has any questions or comments. Okay. Jojo, I heard you want to play a video. Would you like to do that right now? There we go.
What if you could walk into a room and instantly have the right connections, the right opportunities, and the right relationships without wasting time on dead-end networking? I'm Clay Hicks. I'm the founder of H7, and I've spent years engineering a networking culture unlike anything else. We built a global movement that empowers business owners to create trusted relationships that drive predictable results. Our members don't just shake hands, they build real relationships. They leave our meetings with clients, referrals, and game-changing opportunities. H7 is a business accelerator like no other. I met more valuable connections in 1 month than in years of traditional networking. At H7, we connect, serve, and ask. Because when you give more than you take, you get back more than you give. You want more connections, more business, more success? Then stop chasing, start building, and join a network where champions are made. Engage, commit, succeed. Welcome to H7.
Awesome. Special thank yous go out to my wife, Angel, Donna, Mel, which is not here, but SJ, Frank, Susan Shapiro, Nathan Rosenlund, Jackie G, Joy Harris, Dennis Williams, Bill Walters, the council, all the directors, all the Alpha Team members, and absolutely all the members themselves, and the guests who have come to check us out. So here's my ask as we go into 2026 and we move on. Don't sit on the sidelines of this story. Don't just admire the community, right? Participate in it. Contribute to it. Be the member who speaks up when something is broken and brings a solution or some ideas. Be the member who raises a hand when somebody else is struggling. Be the champion you wish you had. Because if we'll do that, if we will fuel our own champions and let them fuel us, then no election cycle, no economic shift, no hard season will be able to stop what this community can become. This is our year. This is our rally cry. We will not do business alone. Thank you all for being at the rally today. We hope you've had a great experience and genuinely just excited to be here and spend this time with everybody and to do this and to serve you. Hopefully you've had a great experience today, and more will come out. We've recorded this, and we'll push it out, and we'll make sure everybody has access to the videos and all the stuff, and we'll get it in everything. Okay. So thanks everybody for coming, and thank you all for all of your help. Thank you for being here, and thank you for telling what was happening today. Please go out and tell everybody.
Thank you, Clay. Thank you, Clay.
Thank you.
For all the champion relationships you've built and all the things that you do for this community.
Thank you, guys.
We love you, Angel. Okay.
Oh, we love you guys.
Yeah, you're the one that makes Clay look really good. Let's face it,
Well,
right?
I know.
Come on now.
You're not wrong, JoJo. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you guys.
yeah, it's like the way it plays out. Clay, great job today in team. Donna and everyone else, all good. Thank you. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, Dale, also for your help, Dale. Thank you very much, Dale.
Nice job, you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.